I think I chose to do philosophy because I feel that the questions it asks are pertinent to any topic and pertinent to everyone's lives.
The questions that we cover typically focus more on the actual contents of the questions rather than on historical or textual matters. We offer intensive tuition via the supervision system, a weekly essay and then a 1-hour session where you and a supervisor and nobody else typically discuss what you've written.
Some students find this thrilling. I mean, they love the idea of a little intellectual battle. Some find it a bit intimidating, but learn to actually enjoy it.
It gives you a certain kind of intellectual security that you probably couldn't get through any other method.
Because also the course is very small, the lectures are very intimate and engaging.
For example, when Alex gives a lecture, everyone loves it because he brings all his books and he's really animated.
He's like an actor with all his props.
Yeah,
he
brings up pictures and stuff like that.
Funny.
One of the principal things we look for when we interview students is motivation to study the subject.
I come from a school where not many people go to Oxbridge. I just didn't think that it was something that would happen to me, but apparently I was wrong. Oxbridge interviews, particularly philosophy ones, you have this idea that you're going to go in and it's going to be just so intense, but it felt like just a conversation. You asked me to look at extract from a book, a Lewis Carroll book.
It was a joke about the use of nobody in English, and I was interested in whether the technique that was being used could be explained by the students. What I'm looking for is people who aren't fazed. They'll, take on the task.
As well as having, in philosophy, 3 fellows, we also have staff who are devoted to helping you with writing essays and time management. Quite aside from that, we have a vast and well-stocked library, which is up to date with all the things that we need in the subject.
I chose Keys because it's like an old college, which I thought if I'm going to apply to Cambridge, I'd like to go to one that has a really authentic feel.
It's very central. The student accommodation is really good throughout the years. It's also very, very social. Students dine in hall 3 or 4 times a week, and you're always chatting with new people.
After 3 years in Cambridge, they will go through life with a certain kind of intellectual security and willingness to question things that they wouldn't have had if either they hadn't come here or they hadn't studied philosophy.
Studying philosophy is really fulfilling, really intellectually stimulating. Things like free will, personal identity, even freedom of expression, the big questions. It's just the most interesting subject in the world.